Your birthday wasn't too long ago, and I remember going to your house for the party where the whole family gathered around the table while eating your famous chocolate cake and enjoying each other's company. Little did I know that that would be your last birthday I would get to spend with you. It is with heavy hearts that we gather here today at First Presbyterian Church, where Janet had been in attendance for over 45 years. I was chosen to speak in front of you all today, not only because Janet was my grandma, but because she touched my life and the life of so many others. The love and support that Janet showed to everyone will never be forgotten. Janet was a woman full of support, loved to serve others, and had an incredible strength. Here I am on a stage, like I have been many times before, but when I look into the crowd this time, I don't see my grandma there. Some of you may know her as Janet, mom, sister, or friend, but to me, she was my grandma, who I could count on for anything, even if it was a full 3-course meal when I mentioned I was kind of hungry. Caring, loving, strong, and funny are only a few words that could be used to describe her, but to me there is one word that fits her perfectly, and that is supportive. Her being my biggest fan is one thing that I remember most, and is something that I will never forget. There are a lot of things in this world that I can't be certain of, but one thing I knew for sure was that my grandma was going to be in the stands, front and center, 2 hours early to whatever event I was involved in, whether it was a soccer, volleyball, or basketball game, a school play, or a choir concert. She would always be there for me with a smile on her face. That is, when she wasn't yelling at a ref when someone got a little physical with me on the court. No matter how good or bad I did, she was always there for me. After every game or concert, she would always be there to greet me with her loving and warm hugs and tell me how proud of me she was. I remember one basketball game my junior year. I played awful, and I took an extra long time in the locker room, hoping that everyone was gone, so I didn't have to talk to anyone. But when I came out, she was still there standing, waiting for me, and she hugged me just like she did every other time. Not only was Janet encouraging and supportive, but she also had a heart for serving others. When she wasn't cooking for our family, she was always cooking for someone else. My grandma, along with my grandpa, managed the cemetery where there were burials daily. She'd always bring some type of baked good for the workers to enjoy. I remember a couple years ago, she called me and asked if I could help her carry all the food she had made to the cemetery. I swear there were about 3 cakes, 20 cookies, and 15 brownies. Every holiday, big or small, our entire family is welcomed to her house for a huge feast. With kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, boyfriends, and girlfriends, a lot of work is put into hosting our large family, which includes setting up multiple tables and preparing enough food for at least 20 people. After 3 plates of dinner and a couple plates of dessert, we still seem to have plenty of leftovers. It amazed me how much food she would make every single holiday and how she did it so effortlessly. Last but certainly not least, she was able to be so supportive and able to serve because of her strength. Janet was a physically and mentally strong person. Regardless of the physical illnesses she had or what she had done that day, whether it was helping her husband out on the farm, working in her garden, cooking, cleaning the house, or mowing the lawn at the cemetery, she somehow always had the strength to do more without complaining. When I was younger, she took me to school and picked me up every day. She also had to bring me my PE shoes or clothes and forgotten homework quite often. I believe that the foundation of her strength came from reading her Bible. It was common knowledge that she read it every day, and it was from that she gained a positive outlook and the strength to move forward. I would like to remind everyone that we are here today to celebrate Janet's life, full of impacting others through her support, how she served others, and her sacrificial strength. I know that the mark she left on the world will never be forgotten. Janet's impact on others she may not know, but I hope all of you here take away something from her life full of loving others.
Boom!